whatever it is, wherever you are, YouTube. We're finally in a position where we can get back onto the dyno, so we're going to be heading today out to Cross Customs in East Kirkby, and this is going to be not necessarily an out-and-out power run. The purpose of today is to bed the engine in, break the engine in. Always best done on a dyno because it's repeatable, predictable. You can start off mid-throttle, mid-pull, do a couple of heat cycles, let it cool off, then do some 3/4 throttle pulls, and then do a couple of full throttle pulls. So we can do it in a very structured way, which is a lot harder to do at the strip. You don't want to be tootling along at half throttle while everyone else is trying to go as fast as they can. So we're going to go up, pick the trailer up. First thing we're going to do, go and get some diesel.
Right, that's the first problem of the day. We've got a problem with the thermostat housing. Not a big one, but it's enough to create water leaks. So just got to clean this up, put it back together with a bit of gasket glue, and hopefully that will sort our water leak out. Better find that here than half up the strip at 100 miles an hour. Okay, so there we go. Mixed results, but good results if that makes sense. We haven't made any more power than we did last time. We sat at about 130 horsepower at the rear wheel, give or take. But there's a couple of considerations. It is really hot today. I mean, I'm sat here, it's 3:30 in the afternoon and the car's showing 36 centigrade, so that won't have helped. We are running richer than previously because the engine is bigger, it's got higher compression, that's obviously affected the fueling. So the fact the tune is now suboptimal and it's running too rich, I mean, it's running right down at 11.5 to 1 stoichiometric, which is far too rich, and that's probably robbing us of 10 or 15 horsepower. What it has meant is the engine's now bedded in, it's done half a dozen full throttle pulls on the dyno, the engine's good to go. So the next step for us is going to be to pull the jets out, measure them using a jet gauge, and we're going to buy a couple of sets of slightly smaller jets. And as we now have an air fuel meter on the bike which matches the dyno perfectly, we know that's accurate, so we can start jetting off the AFR and actually go out, run to the track, jet it, get it to between 12 and 12.5 to 1, then we can start adding the nitrous in, and we're going to plan on perhaps running a new nitrous controller for next year. So rather than being 130 horsepower at the limit of what we can make it, then adding a bit of nitrous, we're at 130 horsepower with room to pull 10 or 15 horsepower before you even turn the nitrous on. So the bike should be able to run into the 9s without nitrous, so it's going to leave only a very small tweak and we can really tune the quarter mile from there. So everything's on course, we've got some tips and a few little bits to do, and it's looking like next year will be an interesting season, but the bike has definitely got the makings of a really solid little bracket bike, so we're really happy. And more importantly, none of the Conrods came out to say hello. So there you go, that's where we're at. We'll bring you the next update when we have it, but the race season is done for this year, though we might get a couple of practice runs due to the COVID situation. But it gives us a lot of time to work on the rejetting and so forth. If you like these videos, do hit the like and subscribe button. Please do leave a comment. We do like to hear what you have to say, and it does help with the algorithms promoting the videos. I will see you soon in another video.